My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Constantine. And to my understanding, this movie was not received well back in 2005. Still to this day, it has a 46% from the critics and a 72% from the audience on Rotten Tomatoes. But in the past few years, this movie has been re-evaluated, and now people are starting to come around on it, and it has garnered a real cult following, and deservedly so, because this movie is great, and it is one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. So let's begin by talking about the cast, and Keanu Reeves is great here. I thought he carried the movie incredibly well. He brings lots of nuance and emotional depth to his character. And I know some people were mad that he didn't look like the comic book version of this character. I don't give a shit. His performance is great, and that's what matters. Then we've got Rachel Weisz, and I thought she did a very good job. She brought enough personality and enough weight to this character to the point where her presence has weight to it. Then we've got Shia LaBeouf, and say what you will about him as a person, but as an actor, he's always good. He just has this distinct personality that always allows him to stand out. Then we've got Tilda Swinton. And, okay, she's great in the movie. She definitely leaves an impression, but she's barely in it, and I kinda wish she was in the movie more. Then we've got Dejan Hansu, who does a perfectly fine job. We've got Gavin Rossdale, who does a perfectly fine job. But Peter Stormare plays Lucifer, and I thought he did a great job. Once again, he's barely in the movie, but he definitely stands out. So the entire cast does do a great job, but the movie is also incredibly well directed by Francis Lawrence. The movie has some cool practical effects, but the CGI is very imperfect and it looks kind of stupid and silly at times. But that's a good thing. This movie takes itself very seriously, and then there's these goofy moments that I felt like brought the movie to life. And it just strikes that perfect tonal balance, and I love how it's a film noir with supernatural elements. In a day and age where every comic book movie feels the same, this one doesn't. This one feels distinct. It feels like it was made with passion and a real vision behind it. And I just love how this is a movie about fate. About how are you the kind of person who's going to end up in heaven, or are you the kind of person who's going to end up in hell? And how these thoughts can stay with us, and how it's about good and evil, and all of that depth added so much to this movie for me, where it wasn't just this generic mystery, there was something extra to it. And I love how hell is depicted here. It just looks like a torturous, burning wasteland, and it really gets under my skin. In case you don't know, the idea of hell is one of my, it is my biggest fear, and it's brought to life so effectively here. I also thought the movie ended on a real strong note. The climax isn't what you would expect it to be, but thematically, it is so compelling and it leaves you plenty to chew on. So, this is a movie all about the world building. It's all about the characters. But the story itself is a little bit convoluted. Like, you've got this spiel, and there's this symbol, and this girl who killed herself, and there's lots of different elements, and I'm not sure if it really fully comes together on the surface, but internally it did for me. So it can feel a bit messy, but thematically it's cohesive. So yeah, I love this movie. It's just a movie that feels so unique from everything else. It does everything it's trying to do on a deeper level so incredibly well. I love the tone of this movie. I love how supernatural heavy it is. It looks at complicated ideas, and there's just so much to love here. So many great moments that I'm going to give Constantine an 8.5 out of 10. I know they're talking about making a sequel, and I really hope it actually happens. But Constantine, have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.